Hello friends. So I think so you all are aware of what constructor is. So in this particular section of the video I am going to talk about a little bit brief intro of what constructor is. So constructor has the same name as the class itself. Okay, so it will have the same name as that of the class. Constructor doesn't have any return type, so it doesn't have any return type. That is, in a function we have a return type that return 0, or when we use something like that. Okay, and another thing is that a constructor is automatically called when an object is created. So whenever we create object of any class, the default constructor automatically get called. So next is it must be placed in public section of the class. So it must be always placed in the public section of the class. That in a class we have three access modifier, that is private, public and protected. So it should always be declared in the public section of the class. Okay, and the next is that if we do not specify a constructor, compiler generates a default constructor for the object. Okay, so as I have already told, if we do not define our own constructor, the C++ generates a default constructor. So in this section of the video I am going to talk about order of constructor execution. Okay, so let's get started. So here I am going to import my header files, input output stream using namespace std int main. Okay, so this is the basic structure of our C++ code. Okay, so here I'm going to make my class. I will make a class A, and I will make a public, because here I have already told you that it must always be placed in the public section of the class. Okay, so this is public, and constructor have same name as that auto class, therefore I'm using a as the name of the class is A. Okay, so this is the basic template of class and having the constructor A. Okay, so this is our default constructor, and I am going to just uh, see out print statement, constructor of A. Okay, fine up to here. Now I'm going to make another class, that is class B, and I'm going to make another constructor that is in the public section of the class, and B, and constructor of B class. Okay, fine, and you can see that there is a no return type. So as I have already told you that it constructor doesn't have any return type. Okay, I will zoom it a little bit more. So constructor doesn't have a return type, so here I'm not using any return type here. Okay, and it has the same name as that of class itself. Okay, so this is the constructor, default constructor, that is having the same name as that of the class. Okay, now coming I will make another class. Okay, so you will get a brief intro of how the constructor calling is done in compile time. And I'm assuming that you are well aware of what inheritance is and inheritance concept. Okay, and I will make video on inheritance in my future videos. Okay, constructor of C. Okay, fine up to here. Let's check our program is running right or not. I will make a semicolon, either it or it will throw me an error. So I'm creating the object of my class A. Okay, so let's check what is the output. So what do we think? So it is going to call our default constructor, that is I'm creating the object of class A. That is, you can read here that A constructor is automatically called when an object is created. Okay, so this is what I have done. I have used my class A and I have created the object of class A. So it will call my default constructor, that is I have initialized here. Okay, so if I didn't initialize my constructor here, it will automatically call the default constructor. Okay, let's see the output. Okay, we'll toggle it a little bit. G. Okay, fine. And okay, so here you can see it has called my default constructor. Okay, fine. So let me make the object my B class also, and also of C. So let's do this again. So constructor of A, constructor of B, constructor of C called. Okay, default constructor called. What if I will make something like that? Okay, I will use the public A. So what do you think it is gonna call? Okay, I will just comment out my constructor C, my constructor A, and I'm going to make the call from my class B. So what do you think, which constructor will get called first? Okay, so I will firstly the constructor of A will get called, and then the constructor of B will get called. I will explain you how it is going. Okay, so let's see the output. I've commented out my A class object and C class object, and I'm just using my B class object. Okay, okay, constructor. Okay, so here you can see the constructor of firstly the class of A is called, then the constructor of class B is called. Okay, now again uh, let I will make public specifier, then B class. uh, Now what do you think, uh, which constructor will get called first? Okay, so which constructor will get called first? So it will again, the parent constructor will called first, then it's all giant constructor. Okay, then class B constructor, then class C constructor. Okay, oh sorry. Okay, I have done some mistake here. Class C public B. So it, okay, the I haven't created the, I have to comment out this, and I'm calling this using a C class. Okay, so now it will give, now the execution order will be, firstly our class A, the parent class constructor will get called, then our both of these two childs constructor will get called, firstly B class constructor, then C class constructor, as B is the parent of C class and A is the parent of B class. Okay, so let's see the output. Okay, so here you can see the constructor of A is getting called first, then the constructor of B is called, and then constructor of C is called. Okay, so I think so the concept is clear. Let's have a visual representation how this is going on. Okay, so I'm going to open my Windows MS. Okay, MS. Okay, so I'm going to give you a visual representation how it is getting called. So there is, this is our class. Let's shapes this, this is our class. Okay, so firstly here we are I'm using this. Okay, so this is our class C. let's name this class C. Okay, this is our C class. Plus I will zoom it a little, so I think it is visible to you. This is our C class. Now what is now our class B. I'm again taking the shape. This is our class B, and this is our class A. Okay, so whenever we call the constructor of C class, that is we have created the object of C class, so it will firstly check if there is another there is a parent class. So in this there is another parent class existing here, so it will go to its parent. Here its parent is class A, so it will here it will first check for the default constructor. It will automatically call the default constructor if we haven't initialized our own constructor. So it has called, so we have initialized our own constructor, and so it is getting called it is calling our default constructor that we have initialized. Okay, so here our default constructor of A will get called first. So this is the execution, how the execution is done. This is a visual representation. Constructor of A. Okay, typing mistake. So firstly the constructor, okay, typo mistake again. Oh, okay, just remove this. Okay, so this is our constructor of A. So firstly it will call our constructor of A, then it will go out, then it will see that we have initialized our constructor or not. So here we have initialized our B class constructor also, as it will call the default constructor. So now it will print the B class constructor, then finally it will print its own constructor. So this is the parent class, so therefore it will call first. So in constructor generally the order is like if you are inheriting the parent class, so definitely it will call our parent class constructor first, then its all child constructor will get called. But in destructor the sequence is just opposite of it. Firstly the destructor whose we are defining is getting destroyed, is destroyed the constructor, then its upper classes constructor will get destroyed. Okay, so that's all. If you have any queries then you can comment down. Okay, thank you.